Let me just first start here by asking you what is going on with bidding in Google Ads these days? What are you hearing from
Oh,
clients? What are you hearing from new clients? What are you seeing when you do consulting? Are a lot of people on manual? Are a lot of people on automated? What automated strategies? How are those working? What's kind of the
yeah.
state of bidding as you see it here in 2022?
Oh, that's a good question to start off with because Jason, I'm going to make a leap. I'm going to categorize people and judge people and put them into a box. But for those of you that don't like to be put in boxes, here's a box for you. Okay. Because I'm going to put everyone in boxes. Everybody has their own box. Jason, I would say people that are very nervous, maybe insecure about Google Ads, about making the right answer, the best answer, that kind of thing. When you hear questions like that, usually people tend to push more towards, whatever the recommendation tab would put them in. Whatever the recommendation tab says in Google, they're going to go with that. They don't really know how to judge if that's the best solution, but they're just going to say, that seems to be what Google suggests. I'm going to go with it. So that's box number one. Box number two is someone who has more experience or an account that shows history and has steady returns in history there. So we can see that conversions have been happening, success, however they're measuring it, has been happening month after month, maybe year after year. Those people are more secure about where they're at and what they're looking for and how they get there. Those people tend to pick very specifically, whether it's manual, whether it's automated, that can go back and forth, but they tend to be much more specific
To
in
what
what
they
they
want.
choose. And they have a reason for it, not just
Okay.
because it's forced on them. That's what I find.
So you're seeing people out there who are a little unsure of things. They go with the recommended strategy. People who have more history know what they want out of it, and they have any kind of strategy, but they have a strategy that they're more choosing, and they have a
Yeah.
strong reason for it. So it sounds like you're seeing a little bit of everything out there in terms of the actual strategies themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Everyone does everything. I would say the most common, you let me know what you think, but I think the most common that I see is max conversions. Maximize conversions.
That's what I see too. And we'll preview this when we talk about the max conversions. We'll talk about this when we talk about that segment. But little bone to pick, little right hand straight to throw right to their chins.
Yeah.
Out of all those people running, by the way, call me. It's not all violence over here. Yeah.
Nothing personal.
It's just it's not the personal, and no, these aren't real right straights. They're metaphorical. Right. I host a lot of podcasts, but the thing is, Chris, only love. Which out of all these majority of people, because I would say yes, that's the majority I see as well. Max conversions, and oh boy, is there a lot in a name these days? You can't do better than that name.
Yeah.
You
Max
can do
profits.
So you know what I'm going to, again, just to preview the episode, I've got a new name for manual. It's called Maximize Conversions with a Manual Bidding Strategy. I no longer refer to it as manual bids.
That's the whole name.
To get clients to let me try to do it, I've got to compete with the naming thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But talking about max conversions, it's the majority that we see out there. But what percent of those accounts running max conversions are tracking all conversions? What percent of them are tracking leads that come in from the website, all the kinds of lead forms, tracking the calls from ads? I see people with calls from ads, call reporting turned on, but no conversion assigned to the call extension. Okay. So they're not tracking those in a lot of cases. And then what about website conversion tracking? What percent of the people running maximize conversions? And I want an answer here. I want a number. What percent of them are tracking all the conversions?
Half percent,
50%, 20%, 1 out of 4, 25%.
Let's say 25. Let's say 25% have a solid handle on, and particularly it seems to be phone call. That seems to be where everybody is going okay. They have most of everything tracked, and then phone call, no. Even though I asked them, is phone call important?
Brother, co-host, you better open up that conversion segment button and look at the different conversion actions, because a lot of times, even when they have lead form tracking in place, I see double counting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Buddy, brother, co-host, you better go to the conversions page and look at one versus many. You better look at the second threshold on a call, how long a call has to be. I'm seeing
Yep.
15 seconds. I'm seeing 1 second. I'm seeing count
Yeah.
many, even though it's the same person filling out a lead form,
Mhm.
even when they have some of those set up. So yeah, well,
And
I just wanted to preview that. It's a bone I have to pick with it, if you agree
Yeah.
with me.
Because you're absolutely right. Several of the bidding strategies that we're going to talk about rely entirely on the precision and the authenticity of that conversion number. And if
God,
they're
I
doubling,
wish I worked in a corporate cubicle office, because there's some thing that people say around the water cooler or in meetings. They say like crap in, crap out, or something like that.
Mhm.
You put bad
Yeah.
data in the system,
Yep.
you get bad data out. And if you don't have good, clean, perfect conversion tracking in place, why are you running max conversions? Why not
Mhm.
run max clicks? Because that's essentially
Or
what you're.
or even, I don't, maybe I should save it.